This is probably gonna be a short video. Just a random thought I had, random thought, but not so random as an artist. Like this guy Mark Anthony, Vivir Mi Vida. I really love that song. I was listening today. I listened to it once in my car, and it's such a jovial song, and it just there's certain words that I forgot in Spanish. I have to look them up. And I was asking certain people in my and like a couple years ago, I think it was 2015 or 16. There were Latinos, there were Spanish. I mean, not Spanish. They were South American, but they spoke Spanish, but they didn't even understand what the words meant. They didn't want to say anything about that. They didn't even know what they were. So I had to went to a dictionary, Google Translate. I found out that's one thing. But it's like how you speak a language and you don't understand the words he uses, and then how do you not feel that? That's one thing. That's another thing. But um, this is going to be just like not just him in particular, right, but anyone that's an artist, a performer, right, and then they either write their songs, especially they write their own songs, there's another thing to go about that, because probably performers just don't care. They're probably just we just perform, do it, whatever, just get it over with, right? But let's say coming from my point of view, and like I like to write my own things, and I'm not a performer, but let's say I was, and I just certain songs, I don't feel that way anymore. I mean, Vivir Mi Vida is very uplifting, but who knows what he's going through, and he just maybe he's just in a down point in his life. He just doesn't want to feel jovial about living his life. He's gonna dance and sing and all that. He's gonna be happy, and he's gonna, and all those things, and it's not just that. Like I was listening to the rock band, the artists. They're known as Trapped, and they have a lot of good songs, but uh, there's this one song. It's called These Walls, and they have a lot of songs that are, in my opinion, it's a spiritual thing, But let's say the artist just doesn't feel like it anymore, whether it's positive or negative, And if he performs that, it just makes him feel a certain way, or he just doesn't like the song in general. And then it's like he has to perform it because it got so many hits, and all of that. And everybody wants to just hear that song too. Doesn't it get to the point where just like just like a puppet to some degree, or because it's someone like, I don't know, from my my point of view, I wouldn't. I don't think I get accustomed to performing. Even though you make it to a certain level, you have millions of dollars, and celebrity or not, you get to go everywhere, travel. It's like at the end of it all, it can be fun. It can be fun, depending how you feel, though, right? And I think I talked about it before in another video, but I want to focus on that. Let's say I write a song, and it's just, something that just gave me a heartache in my life, and it means something. It's, one of the artists that I could relate to like that is Stain, They have a lot of, not depressing songs, but heartfelt songs. But let's just say you get over that, you're a little bit more positive in your life, or you just don't want to perform that song. Are you like required to perform it, or can you just make your own set? Because, I'm not gonna point out Chevelle and stuff, but I watched their interview, and Pete Loeffler, the main guy, he said, "Oh, that song, we just never liked it," and that was one on the album. That was one of my favorite songs of theirs. Then I found out, his sister would like did the backup vocals, and it was just a metal song. It was totally different what they did, but it was pretty good. It was pretty decent. I think the song was called Clones. Yeah, and it's like and I kind of get it. You don't like this song, you don't want to perform, but then it's like, well, why'd you record it? Well, why'd you record it in the first place when you never wanted to perform it on stage to begin with? And I'm not gonna be to the point where like oh, I showed up to the show. Yeah, I did feel like that, and I kind of get it. But then, well, why the fuck you even record that song? And I don't want to curse in there, but why do you record it and then just you hate performing, you don't like the song? I don't understand that part. That's very, very, very odd. Because a lot of things I've written, and it's like let's have recording, and I just I get it, I wrote it, but it's like I'll talk to someone about it because it meant something to me in that particular point in my life. Do I want to like once a week on a weekend, for like a couple months, go through it again with some other people. I mean, I never experienced that, but probably not. Probably not. It's a whole different ball game. How I see things. And what level would I take it to? I guess if I was on the level of performer, well, I'll get to that point, and I mean, I would make my own mind up. But then also, it's like, are the record labels pressuring these people? Or on a certain degree, do they have to perform certain songs because the crowd loves it, because everyone wants to hear it? Um, there's that, and also it's like, I'm not gonna use the word a soldier sold or sold out, because let's be honest. I mean, I don't know how much leverage or a power these entertainers have as far as performing and where and whatnot. Because there's people that cancel concerts all the time. But it's just like, let's say a song that everybody loves from 4 or 5 years ago, and you just don't feel like that. And if you have a mind, you have a conscience. Are you gonna get on stage or whatever and just sing that song just for the crowd who loves it? You're just not feeling it. I just uh, I don't think I could do something like that. Especially even if I loved every kind of song and was just feeling it, it's fun for a while. But you get to the point, just like, I mean, even some stuff I wrote 2 years ago, I get it, but I don't want to, I don't want to go back to that because that was 2 years ago. Also, it reminds me of that time. Every time I read it, it's like I'm reminded of like sitting, on my deck, and I think it was 2021, which wasn't so bad, but there was just a lot of things going on. Like, I kind of don't want to experience that, unless I change the wording around or something like that, create something new. There's that also. And it's just like, as far as you put something out like that, I don't know how many people understand it or would even care, because a lot of people that don't even understand some of the words in that song, or even if they understood it, the meaning, they probably wouldn't care to begin with. It's like they have no soul or conscience. Yeah, that's another thing. Just people, treat this like it's, just a performance, just have some fun. And it's true, but it goes deeper than that, because like, it's a spiritual thing to put something, whether on paper or to record it. It has a lot of meaning, not just for the artist, but also the people. That's a separate issue. That's a separate conversation starter right there. But I mean, as far as just uh, having an art piece or something like that is very different, because that's not a painting. You create a painting or a wall art or something, and maybe you could sell it, maybe you could mass produce it, you give it away, you have a conversation. That's something different, right? Yeah, but this is, there's the performance of it, and it's also, the feels, for the lack of a better word, as someone that went through something and puts it out there, and sometimes, you just either you want to converse about it, but you just don't want to feel it again. And I'm just very like, I wonder, like, are these so-called artists, performers, like, are they like puppets like that, and sing a song, that with on strings and stuff by the record label, and other forces, to make them do that. Maybe I shouldn't care so much about that, but it's someone like, I just couldn't see myself in that world. No, I couldn't see it, especially when you gotta perform, perform, perform. Let's have some fun, but it's like it just goes deeper than that for me.